6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Ladies and gentlemen, the To Be Determined Show, August 3rd, 2016. Oh, the year is flying by. I am the Orc of Ominous, the Architect of an Elect the Wicked Nemesis, and my producer extraordinaire and host of Beyond Ringside, the Magic City Motor Mouth, is with me as well. Eddie, how are you holding up this week, sir?
Wonderfully well. I just wonder which lips are actually doing the talking.
Beautiful morning. And, of course, my much better half sitting to my right, which is your left, virtually, one and only, Angie Nemesis. Angie, how are you holding up this week?
I'm holding up. I'm holding in.
You hear those chants? Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
I can see clearly now her thong is gone.
No obstacles in her way.
That's right.
First of all, I want to start off the show. Big shout out to Marilyn Luna.
Yes.
My baby girl turned 8 yesterday,
Cool.
Enjoying her time at Universal Studios in Orlando, Florida at the Hard Rock Cafe. Saturday, July 30th, was Red, White, and Bruised. My oldest, oh Lord, turned 14. Xavier's on 14.
Yes.
Oh my God, school's starting back. It's insanity.
We're getting older.
Shut up.
But
We are not getting older. Screw that.
But it is a beautiful morning.
it is a beautiful morning.
I just want to know if I can trust you. Beautiful morning. Such a great song. Go check that out. Kanye West, like Pablo, Father Stretch
Yes.
My Hands.
Fall.
Now,
All the
let's
fall.
jump straight into it. Red, White, and Bruised was this past Saturday.
Yes.
But before we get to that, Raw and SmackDown.
I'm scared.
Ah!
Nice to see Logan hogging up all the security spots. Boo, Logan Creed. Boo. Boo
Well,
this
you
man.
know,
Big
when you're
ass.
7 feet tall, you can't help but hog a lot more space than others. But good for those guys.
I was glad to see
How many familiar faces did we see on Monday Night Raw?
quite a few.
Fine.
Let's see. First of all, well, I won't say.
I don't.
I won't leave this into your watch the show, but like the biggest and best. Oh, our own Corey Hollis representing. Excuse me. What's his name?
What? I don't. Evan Adderall. I don't know.
Eddie.
Yes.
Mr. Hollis's name on Raw, sir.
Oh, Lord, I can't remember.
Evan.
Like you
something.
go, boy. Yes, sir. And he got mic time. It's good. You go, Corey. Good for you.
You know,
Always great to see.
guys, let me jump in for a second because once again, it's case point scenario. When Corey started appearing with Ring of Honor and then started appearing with NXT, look, that kid, and I'm significantly older than him, so I can call him a kid, has just hustled his ass off to build it right. And he has built himself a house on a solid work ethic. He doesn't cut corners. He continues to learn. He continues to hone his craft. He has become a pure professional. And to Corey Hollis, a person I call colleague, a person I call friend, congratulations, brother.
Yes, sir.
Corey went out and didn't get any offense, but still was able to go out there and do something. It's better than nothing.
And he got on the mic, people. He got in the ring on TV, and he got on the mic. Like,
And they gave the storyline
come
about
on,
getting paid.
yes. Come on now. That's not only getting on TV. That's a step up. Do you think, Corey?
But what stood out the most for you on Raw, Eduardo?
This past Monday night, the way that they are trying to set things up for SummerSlam, only a couple of weeks away, or not that far away. The scenario continuing to build between Charlotte and Sasha. I think that they are trying to make up some ground after what happened before the brand extension, the roster split, because we had started to dip back down into Diva World. And remember, one match, one night does not a revolution make. They have to continue to do what they do best. I mean, I thought that the Enzo Amore, Sasha Banks versus Chris Jericho and Charlotte match was pretty good. I felt bad. You know, we talked about Hollis, Evan Anderholm, not getting, and I'm just going to sit back and say this to people at Lords of Pain, to PW Torch, to One Wrestling, to all of these so-called writers. If you want to make a reference to someone being a jobber, you better sure as fucking hell have your homework on these people. So, to Mark Middleton, to James Caldwell, all of them. Because I read Tuesday morning where some of the reports called jobber Evan Anderholm. It's like, dude, do you not know who the kid is? Have you not done your least bit of homework? Do you not know? That's what pisses me off about some of these so-called dirt sheet critics. They want to act like they have a clue, but every time they start typing and start talking, they show everybody they don't have a clue. Kind of like modern day Ustream.
Well, luckily, Corey Hollis doesn't give a shit if you call him a job or not because he's making that money.
Yeah, and he's on payroll, MFers.
Beautiful morning.
That's right. Yeah, you can say what you want to, but guess who's getting that check that says WWE
Yeah, I know.
on the top left every month?
And
Not y'all, fuckers.
And the case point scenario is it's called enhancement talent, but there is no shame in being called a jobber, especially when you're doing it on the highest frickin' level.
Right.
Yes, sir. A freaking man.
Anybody knows Corey, man. Corey busted his ass to get to where he is.
Yes.
Look, let's
See, with my ass every Thursday,
Hey.
Friday, Saturday, and one Sunday a month for almost 3 years straight.
And I will tell you, just from our Twitter activity alone, Twitter went insane when he went on. Like, that just tells you the level of support that, and I'll say it with you, Eddie, this kid has, because he's just that amazing. So, go on, Corey, do your thing, boy, and do it big.
I will never forget one night in particular. We were working Palmerdale at the Palmerdale Homestead Community Center for Global Championship Wrestling, and Corey and I had been playing phone tag about trying to get him to come on BR. Well, lo and behold, and we're talking about it behind the scenes before the matches kick off and everything. He's like, yeah, tell you what, I'm actually free this week. We'll go ahead and do something tomorrow night on the show. Tag team match gets started, lo and behold, and Corey just pops a beautiful offensive flurry, jumps up on the second rope, and looks straight at me going, and put that on your put that on your radio show too while you're at it. First off, I pop like a big dog. Second off, I hit the floor.
Oh, Palmerdale. Shit, we got away with it, Palmerdale.
Oh, no kidding. Almost like we used to get away with back in the day at freaking Bell Bottoms on the south side of Birmingham when Global was in its infancy, still having barbed wire in their logo. Hi, Dan. Woof, woof. Barbed wire.
Just another testament to Corey's amazing.
Corey Hollis has almost died several times, once being at Palmerdale when Chris Knox about caved his fucking chest in. As we all were. Lord have mercy on my soul. Poor Corey. Yes, very, very, very close to the end of Corey Hollis. Luckily not. So, Angie, what stood out to you on Raw?
There were a lot of things. Excuse me. I did like the pairing of Jericho and Charlotte with Sasha and Enzo. It was a good pairing. The athleticism versus the entertainment value of each counterpart worked well. I thought the match was okay. Sasha, God love her, needs some help on the mic. But I really love the new direction of the women's wrestling. I love the new direction of wrestling. I love all the push for old school wrestling. There were a lot of highlights. Go ahead.
Two things that I want to talk about from Raw. First of all, Apollo Crews.
Yes.
That was SmackDown?
Yes.
God damn it. So, one thing I want to talk about Raw. Two things about Raw. One, there was a car in
Yes.
the arena.
Up top. Somewhere in Atlanta,
Yes.
Georgia.
A white car. Go check it out.
Yeah.
Something else I want to talk about Raw about.
Mick Foley.
Foley was good. Foley was on point. Foley
Foley
definitely
put the
has
talent
this
over.
shit together, yeah.
I appreciated that.
Paul Heyman's promo.
Oh!
Paul Heyman's promo was a thing of beauty. Great promo.
Yeah, you could have written it your goddamn self. That's
I
why.
heard the same promo just about Saturday night. That is passion, that is intensity. That was a great way to send off Raw. Of course, the RKO.
Out of nowhere.
As the meme says, out of nowhere. And Randy Orton has completely embraced this.
That promo, though.
That promo
Every
was amazing.
detail.
And you look at Paul and the promo he cut, and you look at what Sasha cut. Those promos completely different, but still, I didn't like Mark Henry coming out just to pretty much job out to Rusev.
Right.
But it was Atlanta, 96 Olympics, we understand that. But Paul Heyman's promo was on point. Brock Lesnar showing up.
What was his southern
The
Atlanta?
y'all.
What did he say?
Whip your ass.
Whip your ass. Yeah.
Yes. And then Randy Orton out of nowhere. That was great. Eddie, your thoughts on Monday Night Raw?
The way they were building it up, you knew that somebody was going to do something, and you knew that Randy was going to try to make some kind of a move, and I love the fact that they actually pulled it off right at the end of the show instead of at the middle of the show. I've always said the last thing you see is the first thing you remember, and the most of what you talk about 9 times out of 10. For Orton to come out of the crowd, hit the RKO out of nowhere, and then the show pretty much to wrap with the two of them doing a stare down at each other, you knew something was going to carry to SmackDown. You knew, okay, being in programming, you know it's going to give a bump to the ratings because you know that Lesnar's going to show up somewhere, somehow. And lo and behold, they unfortunately telegraphed it on SmackDown. Raw, you pretty much got the feeling it might be a stare down. It might be an attempted run in. Randy had, for the longest time, the best penchant for being a chicken shit heel. And knowing when to powder, knowing when to go ahead and charge. When the back's turned, charge, face-to-face powder. And you knew once he hit that ring, okay, it's a one-hit wonder, don't expect him to do anything else, strike, run. Perfectly done. But the way that they did it the following night on SmackDown unfortunately seemed prepared. And then all of a sudden, once again, you got the case point scenario where Lesnar returns a favor. Orton hit one F5. Hit one RKO. The next night, Lesnar hit one F5. And then all of a sudden, you have him meeting up with Heyman in the back near the truck. Okay. And I love the factor of how many different people that I actually recognized on Tuesday as security. So it's one of those scenarios where you have an opportunity where you've seen footage from so many different shows in so many different areas, and then you look and you see people. It's kind of like the night that oh God, the Zombie Princess, Jimmy Jacobs, was a part of Adam Rose's entourage, the party, the whatever the hell, the cherry makers, the fudge poppers, I don't know. I can't remember. It's been that far back. It's been over a week. But lo and behold, when you get a chance to see all these people, like I said, doing the security detail, it's like, hey, get the paycheck, make the money. People want to sit back, yeah, you were a security guard. Yeah, I got paid, bitch. But coming back to the RKO thing, like I said, Monday night, loved it. Tuesday night, not a big fan because you saw it coming. Unfortunately, you saw it coming. And the payoff on it just wasn't that hugely strong. Guys?
Yeah, but at least there was a payoff. Tick for tat. They could have very easily, and Brock showed up. And I think that was a big deal, first of all, that he showed up. Second of all, he got a little bit of a payback. Maybe not as much in some people's eyes, but at least it was some.
Yeah.
Here we go. We're on level playing field once again. So SmackDown. Eddie, what stood out on SmackDown to you?
Oh, Lord, all of the above. The factor of Dean Ambrose cutting a heel promo on Dolph Ziggler face-to-face. And Ambrose is supposed to be babyface. But the way that Ambrose was, I mean, you could tell that it was that he was given bullet points by Stephanie. Because everything he said is everything that the front office has said, everything that's been reported. Dolph feels like he keeps hitting the glass ceiling. Dolph feels like he should be higher up on the card. Dolph feels like he should have had another championship run by now. Everything that Ambrose was saying in that in-ring promo when he called out Ziggler, lo and behold, and then is everything that's the company line. It's almost like I'm at a political convention because he's toting the party line there. And even when he went on to do color commentary later in the night or sat in for commentary, once again, same thing. He didn't make any kind of allusion to the fact that he was trying to bring out the old Dolph Ziggler, trying to get Dolph Ziggler to wake up. No, he was just running down Dolph and just, And it's like, Dean, you're supposed to be babyface in this circumstance, and this is supposed to be a face matchup. Well, lo and behold, Dolph did the heel thing in the main event and exposed the turn as Wyatt was trying to do it. Dolph ripped that cushion off, smacked Wyatt's head into it, 1, 2, 3, after the, you know what I mean, and then start screaming at Ambrose going, is this what you wanted? Is this the Dolph Ziggler you want? Kind of, yeah. I'll give it a 6 out of 10. He had the passion. He had the intensity. He had the mood behind him on that one. But I still, once again, it just came off a little bit canned. But I give them credit for trying. They're trying to spark a higher level of interest in this match. And I give them all the credit in the world for trying to do what they consider to be the right thing. The minute that the match was made public, I'm looking forward to Ambrose Ziggler because I think it's going to be a hell of a match. But lo and behold, with them doing that, it's kind of like, yang. Okay, they're trying to make it to where it could go either way. Respect. But they're trying too hard to make it look like it could go either way. Also, the number one contender for the triple threat match for Mrs. Intercontinental title, Apollo Crews going over in that. Thank you.
Yes.
Is that it?
The fact that, Forever Red hurt her MCL or hamstring and couldn't wrestle a match. Well, guess what? Even if she hadn't, she can't wrestle a match.
That was very poorly done.
That just sucked. And then you had the crap with Natalya a little bit later in the night blindsiding
Carmella.
Yeah, and that just sucked as well. It's kind of like, wow, you've got Charlotte and Sasha on one show just doing everything they can to elevate, and then they're pulling two lame-ass bails to get out of doing the matches on Tuesday night. It's kind of like, really? You just totally effed up the works all over again. Now whoever wrestles next for the women on SmackDown is going to have to work that much harder. Oh.
Yeah, you know what bothered me about that match the most? Like just not only all the lead up to that point, but like, as Wicked mentioned, when Carmella got in the ring, she wiped her feet after she entered the ring.
Yeah.
And then not only that, this girl got in the ring with these ghetto Queen Latifah 1995 earrings. like anybody with any kind of training will tell you that is the biggest no. Just don't do that. Like I didn't like any of it at all. It just didn't sit well with me at all.
Well, Carmella was the one that wiped her.
Who did that?
Eva Marie.
Eva Marie. Oh, well, you know what? Well, that.
Yeah, Carmella
That
didn't
was
make
all-
it to the ring. That's the
Well,
problem.
yeah,
is like,
there you
there
go.
were no
That was
matches.
all the
Neither-
prior to.
Yes,
and
there were no
it's-
matches.
None of the
No
women's
women's matches. You
anything
split up the
sat
women's
well with
division. No
me.
women's matches.
Yep.
What stood out, of course, to me was Apollo going over. That was awesome. Big shout out to Uwa Nation.
Uwa Nation.
But to retort to what you said, Eddie, I did actually like what they were doing with it, because Dolph, not really progressing like they think he should have, and then you can't tell the bosses screw you, and then like say you don't have faith in me when they're blatantly telling you you don't have to take the match. You're the number one contender. We believe in you. Yet you're like screw you. And then if you listen to the commentary, I mean, Dean Ambrose put Dolph Ziggler over huge. Like he just kept, talking about the old Dolph, and he said, "I'm a fan of Dolph Ziggler's.
Yeah.
I just don't like him whining, And he's right. He keeps, the self-destruction. They kept talking about the self-destruction of Dolph Ziggler. I think Dolph is the one that's going to turn heel. I think that they are building to that, almost like he was forced to.
I love it.
But that's not what stood out to me.
American Alpha.
Oh, that was awesome.
Yes, that was
Awesome about beings.
strong tag team.
No.
Yes,
First of all, American Alpha, they would look great with Kurt Angle, and they need a manager.
and yes.
A babyface manager, a female.
And go on tag team.
Yes.
That was a great match.
Where to begin? Okay, so we saw what Paul Heyman did Monday night. We saw Sasha Banks stumble through an promo.
The English language and a
of course,
promo.
Enzo, of course, did good. Chris Jericho was himself. Charlotte did good. People stepping up their promo game. AJ Styles.
Oh.
Now, you're already behind the 8 ball because we know you're from Georgia because you sound like you're from Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
There's bad promos, and then there's bad promos in the international scale. Dylan Cook cut some bad promos. Joey Lightning cut some bad promos too. You tell him to go back and cut another one. And
Yeah, there are levels. You may need to pull back the curtain and break it down.
There's a lot of different levels of how bad your promo is.
Compared to others, you're facing as well.
Yes, there's a promo where you can go out, and if you're doing a promo by yourself and it's bad, and you're going backstage, hey, can we retake?
If you're involved in a storyline.
If you're in a storyline, you have to
Yes.
back and forth.
You need to hit your bullet points.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you're involved in a war, it's just speak from the heart, connect with the fans. Then there's promos that are
In the heat of the moment.
in the ring. You have those that you're standing there in the ring where there's no takebacks.
Live.
AJ Styles, small guy. AJ Styles standing across from arguably the greatest sports entertainer of all time. And you cut a really bad promo.
Mm-hmm.
That you asked this man, why are you here? Why are you still in the WWE after 15 years? It's not 15 years, it's 14 years.
Yes.
It started in 2002. But to ask that man why you're still here. And at least John Cena gave him the courtesy of telling him he's about to make him look ridiculous.
Oh, yeah, he did.
And he did.
definitely And look,
Boy,
he's
did
a
he.
lyricist as well as a great mind for the business
Boy,
and
did he
an
look-
entertainer, as Medea says.
People need to fucking be able to cut a promo, especially if you're going to be taken seriously as a world champion.
Ooh, woo. Y'all need to watch some rap battles, yo.
That promo about AJ was terrible,
He got gobbled up.
and he got eaten alive by the greatest sports entertainer.
I almost crawled under our huge coffee table.
We felt like Eddie had fired us live on air again. Like it was that fucking cringeworthy on my behalf.
It was bad.
It was bad. It was really.
And
really
Cena
bad.
capitalized on every bit of it too.
Good God Almighty! Like he pounced on that.
He did.
Like
And
throwing,
he told the truth.
like throwing a dog out the middle of the ocean with a slit throat. You know the great things are coming.
Yep.
Sharknado.
It was
Somebody, yeah.
Eddie. Your thoughts on that?
On which part, the Sharknado, or
on AJ Styles leaving himself open for so much.
that was just the most horrible promo that AJ Styles has ever cut. I'm dead serious. I mean, I would love to have the audio here right now to where we could actually go back and just dissect this sumbitch, and I could actually have that up in about a minute and a half. But from there, John Cena showed why he is one of the 10 best, or probably 3 out of the 10 best, on a microphone, because you could tell that Cena was winging it. You could tell that AJ Styles was freaking lost.
Yep. In fact, I tell you what, I'll do you one better, Eddie. Let's go to a quick break, because I want everyone that hasn't heard this to hear this.
I would love for that.
Because we've been sitting here talking about it, but Eddie, you were right. He did sound lost, and we're not talking about Frank Ocean lost.
There were long pauses, and
he was waiting for the crowd. The crowd was telling him soccer was over. Like, oh goodness gracious alive! So,
Frank Ocean, now you're lost.
I will have.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, I can have the audio potted up and queued, ready to go right after the break.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to take our first break of the evening. When we come back, we're going to listen to this promo with AJ Styles,
Alleged.
a 6-time world champion, 5-time.
And how many international champion?
That's what I'm talking about. I'm
Jesus.
including that with the
Yeah.
NWA world champion, TNA world
Gotcha.
champion. But he was standing across from John Cena, and this is what happens. I want this to be a fucking...
School lesson, y'all.
Everyone pay attention to this, because one day this could be you. You could be Charles Anders standing across from John Cena. You could be the Violent Gentleman standing across from the American Alpha. Like,
Yes.
you have to be able to cut a promo. You have to be able to be ready. So
Taking y'all to school, y'all.
it's happening right here. It's no longer the month of Xanders. July's over. June's the last part of June's over.
Yes.
But this is the To Be Determined show, and we are live Beyond Ringside Radio Network, BeyondRingside.com, as well as ProWrestlingRadio.net and Beyond Ringside Radio app. And
The To Be Determined show live
And
Wednesday nights, 9 Central Standard Time. Join myself, the Oracle of Ominous, the Wicked Nemesis, the Grand Design, Clyde Braddock, and the Magic City Runner, Fast Eddie Lane, as we take you to the edge of uncensored. Yes, we go uncensored, so make sure you have your earmuffs. Ask your parents, for those of you that are a little young, maybe under 18, but make sure if you have any heart conditions or any mental defects, please listen, because they may take effect right here, live, every Wednesday night, 9 Central Standard Time. Beyond Ringside Radio Network, BeyondRingside.com.
Sunday nights at 11 p.m. Eastern here on BeyondRingside.com. Join us for the Midnight Black Mass. Myself, the Reverend Dan Wilson, brings you the dark gospel of professional wrestling, uncensored, unedited, uncut, and not for the faint of heart. You can find out more about us at youtube.com/pottyhumor or subscribe at Potty Humor on iTunes and Stitcher today.
What's up, everybody? It's Stan Grubb for Corner to Corner Wrestling Radio and the Beyond Ringside Radio Network. Hey, join us every Sunday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as the triple threat of wrestling radio goes live every week, giving you their thoughts and opinions on the world of professional wrestling. Myself, Brian, and Rob, all live, all here for you. And as my good friend Rob would say, from corner to corner and pillar to post, we bring it to you every week at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. BeyondRingside.com and ProWrestlingRadio.net.
Howdy, friends. This is the Magic City Motormouth, Fast Eddie Lane, with your invitation to join yours truly, along with Mark Mabo Bowman and the Oracle of Ominous, the Wicked Nemesis, every Sunday night, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 3:30 p.m. Pacific for Beyond Ringside Live. Wrestling, mixed martial arts, sports talk, and a whole lot more. Keep your eyes open on BeyondRingside.com for all of upcoming show information, and of course, catch us on social media as well. Until then, we'll see you this Sunday, 6:30 Eastern, for Beyond Ringside Live on the Beyond Ringside Radio Network.
So I'm going to set up this audio you're about to hear. This is AJ Styles and John Cena from SmackDown from August 2nd, 2016. AJ Styles has been running his mouth, saying he had a message for John Cena. This is what happens after that. Now, pay attention to the difference in the promos. That's what we're talking about. That's what we are deconstructing. This is the deconstruction of a promo right here on the To Be Determined Show Live. I am the Oracle of Ominous, Architect of Inlight, the Wicked Nemesis. Sitting to my right, your virtual left, Angie Tessarian / Angie Nemesis, and on the ones and twos, Magic City Motormouth, Fast Eddie Lane. So with that being said, we present to you the deconstruction of a promo with AJ Styles and John Cena.
So for days now, AJ Styles been saying he got a message for me. Well, I'm right here. Talk.
Typical John Cena. All smug, thinking everything's about you. Well, you're out here. I could do my most favorite thing to do. Beat up John Cena. Whoa. Keep your shirt on, big man. I figured you out. Yeah, before you came out here and rudely interrupted me, I had a message for C-Nation. But you're out here and you need to hear it.
WWE Universe. I'm not going to make a minivan comment or tell him to go to soccer practice or nothing like that. I ain't doing that tonight. Just rude.
I was going to tell these people what my problem with you really is. Yeah. See, because I've beaten you up. I've beaten you in this ring. And yet here you are, still in the WWE. I don't want you here. John. I'm saying I know exactly what my problem is with you. I don't want you here. You don't belong in this ring with me, John. And the only reason why you're here is because you come out here and you do your little song and your dance, and people come out here and think you're some noble hero. The truth is, they're weak-minded people. And I can tell you this, Nashville, Tennessee is the weakest of mine. Trust me, I know. You want to know who? Fine, I'll tell you who. Let's start with the kids. These stupid, idiot, delusional little kids. I want this. I want that. I want to look like John Cena. And who is just as delusional as the kids? You parents. that think your kids deserve a trophy for participating in a sport. That's the type of parents you are. And who is just as delusional as the parents, as the kids? You, John Cena. Because you actually believe what these parents, what these kids think is true about you. You want me to tell the truth? Here's the hard truth, kids. You don't get dessert before dinner. You don't stay up late before school. You don't get a trophy for participation. You get a trophy for being a winner. AJ Styles is a winner. AJ Styles beat John Cena. Where's my trophy? Huh? Where's my trophy? I am the elite. I am the greatest. I am the phenomenal AJ Styles.
Okie doke. Part
Okay,
one.
so-
Part one.
That was AJ Styles' promo, obviously. Ending pretty good. I like the fact he said that he was the elite.
He had some great high
Giving a shout out
points.
to the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega.
Yes.
The ending was good. I like, here's the truth. That part
Right.
was good. But saying trust me 3 or 4 times is
My most favorite
my
thing
most
to
favorite.
do.
Oh my god, my most favorite thing. That is absolutely terrible. That's terrible grammar. Now, stumbled, had some pauses to let the fans say soccer's over. Like, you don't do that, especially as a heel. You don't pause for them to do that and giving them opportunity to say what all the time. That's terrible too. Change your cadence. High point was at the end.
Yeah.
Started off slow. Started, going cheap heat, as we all know about. Running down the fans, a few good points, but
some of that was very Trumpish to me.
Yes, it
But at
was.
the same time, he had some good points as well.
But he
Ugh.
made the fatal flaw of asking them, "Why are you here?"
Yeah.
And then also he said that he had a message for him. And then when he comes out there, he's like, "Oh, I had a message for C Nation."
Yeah.
So, okay, you say that you're rudely interrupted.
He needs a speech class. He needs a good speech
He needs
class.
an acting class is what he needs.
Look, this is my thing with AJ. Like, he's been brought up to the main roster. He is all that.
Well, look,
He showed fatal flaws in this
he needs to have that at the
part
end.
of his
That
persona.
that at the end was good.
Yeah.
The cheap heat, we'll keep that. The beginning was terrible
Thankfully, he was in Nashville.
in Nashville.
Yeah.
So, Eddie, your thoughts on AJ Styles' part of this promo?
I think he was playing verbal hopscotch and forgot where the hell he threw the stone.
Yep.
You pegged it.
He was lost. That's exactly what he
Yes,
said
that
before
is
the break. and he's
a
right.
great analogy.
It happens all the time. We see people do that all the time in their promos.
Well, I don't know if he had anything genuinely planned for this bit, but the way that he launched in, and then in production chat, the second he started picking on Nashville cheap heat. You pick on the city, guess what? Well, that's also a tribute to the ineptitude of TNA management. Because they're based out of Nashville. How you doing? Good to see you. Go away. And the way that I see it, he was trying to fire a Gatling gun with BBs. And unfortunately, it just didn't. It just didn't work. AJ Styles has cut some gold promos. AJ Styles has cut some platinum promos. Kids, that's not even the silver you put in the for your dental fillings anymore. That's called pyrite.
Tell me one thing, Eddie, about that promo that would make you want to see them wrestle.
Nothing.
Okay, Angie.
Yeah.
He took a shot at the kids of Nashville and kids and parents. Okay.
Yeah, like that was the Trumpish part to me. I was just like, ugh.
Okay, well, here we go. Here is John Cena's part of this promo.
You're a dude who clearly has some issues he needs to work out, but that's all right, man. You don't really see all there is to see going on here. I never force these people to believe in anything. I come out to this ring, they make up their own words to my theme song. Every time I stand in this ring, the crowd goes, "Let's go, Cena!"
Cena sucks!
Work on your cadence.
I'm gonna prove to C-Nation that you are no more than a fraud. You said the future goes through you. Well, at Money in the Bank, I went right through you. So tell me, John, why are you still here?
Right now, I'm here to shut your mouth. You got every right to say anything you want, but there comes a point where you need to be responsible for what you say. And what you just said was you called out every person in here, from kids to adults. Why? Because you think they're delusional? You think they're stupid because they believe in something? And then you ask me a question that you don't want to know the answer to, son. I'm about to make you look ridiculous. You just asked me, why am I still here? With all this stuff going on outside of WWE and the fact that I've been here for 15 years, why am I still here? Oh, that's an easy answer because it ain't changed over a decade and a half. I'm here out of love. And no, don't get me wrong, I see you. Because we don't say love a lot in the WWE because when you say that, you don't look tough. I don't give a damn, I'm a grown-ass man. I'm here out of love. You see that kid right there? I love the look on that kid's face when he's jumping up and down, excited, cheering on his favorite superstar. And I ain't ashamed. I love when parents pull me aside and say, thank you for all you do. I should be thanking them because I can't do it without you. And I love, oh man, do I love to get a chance to do the ESPYs, Teen Choice, the Today Show, not only because it's fun, because there's always somebody there who's willing to ask, hey John, now that you've made it mainstream, when are you gonna leave the WWE? And oh man, do I love to look them dead in the eye and say never, because the WWE was, is, and always will be my home. Now, tomorrow, when you're just kicking it on your day off, I don't know what that is. I'm in New York on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert wearing a SmackDown Live blue suit, looking ridiculous because I love this brand, I love this company, and I love these people that allow me each and every day to live my dream. The only reason you're here is to be a really good wrestler. And you've already proven if it doesn't work out for you, you'll pick up shop and move someplace else. There is no place else for me. The reason I'm here is because the words honor, loyalty, and respect are my heartbeat. I am here out of love. What the hell are you doing here?
Let's go ahead and hold it right there if you want to. I'll switch it your way.
Now, one problem I had with Cena's promo is we've been taught that it was hustle, loyalty, respect.
Thank you.
Not loyalty.
Well, that's
respect.
that's what all his shit says. So
Yes.
we'll
So
go
he
with
definitely
that.
needs to change that. We'll go with honor. How about that? That's better.
However,
Knocking the legs out from under The Rock, Hogan, Piper, everybody that's left.
T.T. Rodriguez style.
Dude, that was Nancy Kerrigan.
Why?
And Tanya Harding shit right there, because he
Hmm.
just come in and clip and then put over the company. Had his appearance. I love of course, on your day off.
And there were
I don't
two
know what that
pops in
is.
there. But guess what? They were entirely true.
Yes. That's his bullet points.
I mean,
Just, no matter what you think about the guy, he always puts over everybody. Gave everybody the opportunity to scream and yell.
and
chant Cena
guess
sucks
what?
And everything.
And the company more than anybody else. Like,
Exactly.
so there you have it, folks.
Eddie, your thoughts on Cena's promo?
Hold on one second. I've got a sneeze. Okay, I'm good.
God bless.
I was too close to the mic. I had to hit the mute button. John Cena saved that segment from the point where he said, "I'm here to shut your mouth." From that vantage point, the crowd had a look collectively when he said, quote, "I'm about to make you look ridiculous."
Yep.
And everybody's going, "Oh." Because, remember, in this realm, I have to go back and give credit where credit is due to Mr. James Storm.
So you had all day long to sit back there and think of a promo, and that's the only crap you could come up with?
We all know I come up with that. Eddie just like to use the James Storm version of that.
I still love that. Every time.
Thank you. I'm glad I saved it.
It's so true.
Amazingly right.
It is. It really is. I mean, that is one line in this world that just freaking fits. And then when Cena starts running down everything, and then he turns around and says, "I don't give a damn. When he's talking about love, he said, "I don't give a damn. I'm a grown ass man." It's like pop.
Yeah. And you're absolutely right.
I mean, for as much as the product tries to appeal to the kids, let me tell you something. There comes a point in time where you will actually grow a set and be able to look everybody else in the eye and go, "I'm me. Screw you." And that is what you have to do in this world. When Styles racked off the lamest list I've ever heard. Once again, with all due respect, Alan, I love you to death, dude. This is not personal. This just what was on television on your part of that segment sucked ass. It really did. It had minor points, but not enough for salvation. I love the fact that when the parents put the kids up high in the air, Cena, of course, worked toward the kid, and lo and behold, he worked toward the kid and the family, and the crowd went nuts. The crowd responded in kind. And lo and behold, so since you've gone mainstream, when are you going to leave the WWE? Yeah, you're right. Damn good shots at The Rock. Even though The Rock right now, ladies and gentlemen, in case you missed it, we've discussed this. Dwayne The Rock Johnson is the highest paid action-adventure star in Hollywood right now. Damn. Cuz ain't doing too bad for himself. He's making that much money per movie. He wouldn't be... Remember Brock Lesnar scored $2.5 million for the UFC 200 appearance? Dwayne's average pay is 4 times that. Anywhere between 3 to 4 times that per movie. So, Dwayne ain't doing too bad having left the WWE. But I'll never leave again. Where the hell you been for the last year, dude? Other than one cameo appearance trying to save Roman Reigns' ass. Okay. Although I am so ready for I'm not going to be able to make tomorrow night, which is going to piss me off. Monday night I will see Suicide Squad. Thank you, Will Smith. But seriously, in my book, yeah, and I also noted the honor, loyalty, and respect, as well as the factor of how well John Cena put over the WWE. Because let me put it this way, and I'm just going to go. I know we're 8 before the top of the hour, so I'm going to reserve the right to take about 90 seconds. So, Mr. Speaker, please allow approximately 90 seconds to 2 minutes.
And that will be allowed. I will allow it, McCoy.
I'll allow it, McCoy.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I have watched on a national level. I have watched on a localized level. People who call themselves professionals, remembering the factor that part of the moniker in the term professional wrestling is the word professional. We are free agents to the nth degree on this level. I work with Global Championship Wrestling. I work with Peach State Wrestling Alliance. And starting this Sunday, I work with Atlanta Wrestling Entertainment. August 7th, 2800 Campbellton Road, Fanatics Arena, the Summer of George, Part 1. I have a steadfast belief that when you put over the show, put over your appearance on the card, put over your appearance in the venue, when you do it the right way, people see it. You can share a poster once on Facebook. Unless you hit it the perfect storm, the perfect time, it don't mean shit if you only do it once. I give all the credit in the world to Kelvin Holmes, Big K. Son, you are rapid firing to the point where I beyond respect you, but you need to come back off it just a hair. Ease up the clutch. Ease up that gas pedal. But I wish more people would do that. Because if people in our industry, wrestlers, announcers, referees, bookers, doesn't matter, valets, managers, production teams, were to genuinely put over where they are going to be, what shows they're going to be a part of, this business would be a lot better. I'm not saying that for every stupid fucking cat picture you put up there, you have to put a promo up. Same thing for the dog, same thing for whatever you had for lunch today. Or if you change the color of your hair, your fingernails, or your butt crack hair. The fun part of this whole scenario is I have a dream that the crowds that I work in front of have no open seats. That is why. Look, Dan Sawyer never asked me to spearhead new media for Global Championship Wrestling. He asked me to help him on the website. I took everything else on my own shoulders. And yeah, I overloaded my ass every once in a while. And I admit that. But why do I do it? Because I want to see one ass every 22 inches in that venue. In the chairs, on the bleachers, doesn't matter. I want to see a packed house. Why? Do I get any extra because of it? No. Because I believe in the people with whom I work, with Global, with Peach State, and with AWE, that they deserve to have the best possible crowd to be able to ply their trade and perform in front of. Okay, we're not going to be in Madison Square Garden in the next 6 weeks. But you know something? There's not a damn thing wrong with packing out the Pell City Civic Center, Central Elementary School in Carrollton, or the Fanatics Arena at 2800 Campbellton Road. Do we see additional benefits out of it? Yeah. Because every time you have a packed house and you feel those butterflies in your stomach and your brain is starting to go, oh shit. That means you're going to work a little bit harder to make yourself a little bit better if you're really a professional. That's why I put over the shows the way I do. That's why I wish more people would. We have a renaissance in pro wrestling right now. WWE, 2 live shows, TNA, live and pre-recorded, Ring of Honor, Lucha Underground. You've got shows on YouTube, shows on iPay-per-view, shows on video on demand. You've got so many right now. And everybody says, well, I want to move up in this world. Show me. Show the people you work with. Show the fans you want to move up in this world. It all comes together in one nice, neat little package. I'm from Missouri. Show me. Show me by your work. Show me when I hear you on the mic. And show me behind the scenes that you're willing to take an additional minute or two and push the damn show. Mr. Speaker, I yield back the balance of my time. I apologize for going over.
It's all about passion.
Yeah. That's all it's about.
Either you have it or you don't.
Oh, and for the record, that was not scripted in any capacity. I'm sitting here closing my eyes the entire time I'm doing this.
Oh, we've seen you go off before. I'm sure you took your glasses off too.
Yeah, I did. But unlike last week, I didn't smack the microphone.
Well, good for that microphone.
Yeah, I
know
know.
what you need for that?
Hmm?
A Snapchat filter.
Say it again.
You need a Snapchat filter for that next time you do that. Next time you go on the rant. GCW, Red, White, and Bruised. And that's what we will be discussing when we come back from our next break right here on the To Be Determined show. Do not go anywhere. For those listening to us on YouTube, the rest of the interview, the rest of the event/show will be on BeyondRingside.com as well as ProWrestlingRadio.net.
Yeah, go listen, because we're going to talk about your ass. You know we will.
For those that are catching us on YouTube that are not going over, thank you for catching us this far and this way. Give us a like and a big thumbs up.
Big thumbs up.
Big thumbs up.
Or you suck ass.
And share.
And a high five. Whoop, whoop.
Yes. Charlie here. Gives a big emergency awesome high five, everyone, too. Good night, good luck. Leave your week to be determined show. Good night, YouTube.